नमस्कार. या खातेल्या कार्यावळीत तुमच्या सगळ्याक येवकार. आज आमचे असे गेस्ट आसात जांचे कडच्यान आमी सी फेरर्सांचो नक्की इश्यू कितें आनी ह्या इश्यू कडेन गोंय राज्यान गोंय सरकारान कशी पळोवपा जाय हाजेर भासाभास करतले. आमचे बरोबर आसात परीक्षित. परीक्षित, वेलकम टू द शो. यू आर रनिंग अ फर्म that recruits seamen from the cruise liners. So, तू जेन्ना ह्या इश्यू कडेन पळयता, what are your initial thoughts?
See, initial thoughts कितें आसा की most of the cruise lines they stopped sailing almost 25 days, almost some of them also 1 month before. And there are some cruise liners which are still en route for bunkering operations. So some of them have not yet reached the ports. So different dates asa. Also there's another challenge ki many ports do not want to accept cruise liners because they are currently fighting the virus within their locations. So major ki asa ki you are aware that 90% of the cruise companies are based out of Miami. So you can say close to around 60% of the ships have turned their journey towards Miami. And most of them have already reached. Some of the ships which are on the west coast of USA, they are moving towards Los Angeles, LA, California, Teutin. So as on information, see, we have close to around 7,000 crew who is currently on board the cruise ships. And most of our ships have already, they are already at port. And currently they're looking to repatriate the crew. So company is in continuous talks with us to find out when is Indian government going to open the airports for international flights. But at the same time, see, in the cruise ships also, there are some cruise ships which are having a group, a few seafarers who are suffering from respiratory illness. So these seafarers are already quarantined on special isolation decks. Every cruise ship has a doctor, has medical staff to take care of the guests as well as the crew on board. So these people have already swung into action. They have already made volunteer teams, and certain isolation decks have been already made. In addition to that, you must be knowing that every seafarer is trained in first aid before they go. CCW kartani, so they're already trained in first aid and basic how to take precautions. So at this point, as my estimation goes, that Goa is not looking at around 7,000-8,000, but the number of seafarers more than 15,000 only for Goa itself. And for India, it would be over 50,000 crew members who are working on only cruise ships. So if the government is going to look at an option to bring those people, it's not 50,000. Government will look at to bring all the 50,000 who are there. So correct. Most hotspots where the cruise ships are currently, one is Florida, where from Florida you can get a major number of crew. Second hotspot is Bahamas. And third is the Mediterranean. So where all the ships are kind of are anchored. So now my suggestion was that if the seafarers are brought here, where are we going to house these many people? Where we are going to quarantine them? So I had a suggestion that is something which the government could have actually gone ahead and made to the cruise liners through the Director General of Shipping. That each cruise liner has a capacity of 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 passengers, and around 1,500, 2,000 crew. The capacity असता cruise lineची. So why not send out ships with seafarers, and 90% of the cruise liners market is owned by the big three, Carnival, Royal, and NCL. So why not all these companies get together, put their crew members on ships, maybe 2, 3, 4 ships, and have the ships sailing from Miami to Mumbai. Maybe there are the ships which are in Europe, they start sailing from Europe to Mumbai, that they complete this journey, quarantine journey on the way when they are arriving to Mumbai. So I did a small calculation with Miami to Mumbai is around 9,000 nautical miles. And if the cruise ship does around 25 nautical miles at that speed, it would roughly take around 18 to 19 days for the ship to reach Mumbai. And any which ways, we are at 14 days lockdown here right now.
Correct.
So if something could be worked out, and Director General could actually intervene and speak to the companies, then I think a solution like this can be achieved. And the ships have large storage capacity, so they can load a lot of food, medical supplies, and they can sail. So instead of trying to organize charter flights, send a flight from here to load them and bring them back and then further quarantine them, this would be an ideal scene to kind of have them quarantined on the ship only when the ship is sailing.
पण एक गजाल जी आसा एक गजाल जी आसा ती सद्याक आमची जे सीफेरर्स आसा तांची कंडिशन्स कशी आहा. सम आर एट सी, सम आर ऑन द क्रूजीस ओनली. तर तांची सद्याची परिस्थिती कशी आहा? वॉट आर द इनपुट्स यू आर गेटिंग?
See, most of the cruise liners, they are taking good care of their crew. That means crew members have been moved to one crew member per cabin. Most of the ships are empty, there are no guests, so most of the crew members have been moved one crew member per cabin. Food, bakiche food together, baki your medical facility, bakichi there's already been provided. In fact, they are organizing some training sessions, some cleaning sessions to keep the crew occupied. Internet facility has been provided for them to kind of be in touch at home. So in fact, many crew members have already completed the contracts, and company has kind of assured them that your contract is over. Still, we will maybe give you a part of your salary while you're on board. And people who are currently in contract, they will also get paid for their while they're on board. So kind of the company is trying to keep the balance. Ki baba, okay, emotionally also they feel safe and secure on board. So there are some crew members who are kind of stuck in between, meaning they disembarked when the flights are open, and then somehow due to the lockdown they got stuck, and those people are currently in hotels. Like there will be some crew members in Spain. That's what information I have. But they are also being looked after. For every cruise line company, each crew member is high priority, and I'm sure that, nobody will step back. And sorry, the agencies see, every crew will be connected to an agency in India. The agency is very active, and they are looking after the well-being of the crew members.
Rather than getting them here and then quarantine them and get everything organized at a massive scale, it is better that the cruise lines only take responsibility, send them here, and complete the quarantine period on board.
Yes, that is correct. I think actually we tell the cruise liners, because the average cruise line, even terms of commercial cost, for every crew member they will spend at least around $800 to fly him from wherever he are to here. Once commercial flight operations begins. So that if they travel by ship, that cost should to come much over for them also, and government also need not take care of that cost. They can talk to the cruise line that you take care of the cost.
So how do you think that cruise lines will receive this proposal? Will they be positive or will they not be positive?
I think they will review it quite positively, considering that at the moment they are not aware that when the government of India is going to open the airports. Secondly, there also the crew is there and there are no guests. That means a company is still incurring salaries and other expense. Also the crew is currently covered by the insurance. That means medical insurance as well as health. All companies are bound by that. So companies will want to kind of disembark the crew as soon as possible. But we are looking at a size of close to around 50,000 crew from India. So it is not going to happen overnight. It will take quite some amount of time. So shipping would be, ideal option where a number of ships are sent out to here to India.
Yeah, that is the best option in the present scenario.
Correct. Yes.
एक गजल असा की आता because of this situation, the major part is about the business of cruise line. आम्ही पहिल्यात की major cruise lines stocks have collapsed, operations have stopped. So how do you look at the future of this business, and what are the challenges?
See, cruise lines suddenly that means the business has come to zero. And at the same time, the ships have to go in hot layup. So means minimum manning the patta, because the ships cannot be shut down completely. So minimum manning, deck and engine staff, they have to keep. So that is a recurring cost. So that is why cruise liners are not, they are only cancelling certain sailings. Next 1 month or 2 months, we are cancelling sailings. That's what they're doing. So they are mainly waiting that the minute the lockdown opens up, and there will be a large number of population who is already affected and will look to travel, will look to come out. So they are playing a wait and watch game. But the way we look at it, it is going to take a minimum of 6 months for the market to restart again.
You are saying,
and if the market starts, it's not going to be all together. So it will be 2 ships. Yeah, 6 months is what we are estimating.
आणि बरोबर जस्ट स्टार्ट झाल्या सुद्धा ते
Also
एकदम सुरू
आमकां
जावचे
पळोवचें
ना.
पडटलें की correct. कित्याक currently कितें आसा, close to around 80% to 90% of the crew members they will send back. So we also have to see की नवी कितें medical कितें requirements येतली. कित्याक here you have seen that the states itself have sealed the borders. Eventually all the countries also have sealed their borders. So they will have to see baba navi kiri medical tests करपा जाय, kiri regulation येतले. So the regulation implement जावपा जाय. So all these things will take time.
आणि फक्त इंडियाच्याच नाही तर बाकीच्या देशांचे बॉर्डर्स ओपन अप जावचे पडटले, थंय परिस्थिती नॉर्मलायज जावची पडटली. ताजे उपरांत बिझनेस कॅन मूव एट अ स्पीड.
Correct. Yes, definitely. So slow once it starts, confidence building measure also will have to be taken. Not only by cruise line but also by government to kind of encourage people to start traveling. See, the cruise industry also employs a large amount of people in the US. maybe directly or maybe indirectly. So that is also going to be a very key concern for the government there. So they will also be trying to promote it as to kind of kickstart as fast as possible.
So thanks, Parikshit, कारण हो perspective सामको महत्वाचा. I think we need all the ideas that we can get. So thanks a lot for talking to us, and we'll stay in touch with you as the situation develops. I think we will have to do more such things.
Yes.
Thank you.